Hey guys, before we begin the video, I just wanted to let you know about a convenient website called ITALKI. It's affordable, effective, and easy to use. You can learn any language you'd like without leaving your home. If you're interested, click the link below and you can try one lesson and get the second free. Thanks for listening and enjoy the show! Konnichiwa, minasan, Keri desu. So today I wanted to address a question that I get all the time. Also, before I start anything, I just want to say I'm really sorry that I can't answer all of your questions. I get so many emails and so many comments. I will be doing a live show soon, so there will be a teaser up for that. So stay tuned, because I really want to answer all your questions, and I think a live show is probably the best way to answer all your questions. So the one question that I really wanted to address is what my parents think about me being in Japan, and how I got my parents to allow me to go to Japan at a young age. So there's a little bit of a story behind it, and it goes back to my high school years. Yes, I am 25 years old, and I'm an adult now. Responsibility. So when I went to high school, they offered Japanese, and I didn't want to take Spanish because everybody was taking Spanish. I wanted to learn something totally different, so I took Japanese. I wanted to be a Japanese language teacher. I wanted to be a Japanese teacher because I had some very inspirational teachers, and that's just something that I wanted to do. Anyway, I took Japanese classes when I was in high school, and I enjoyed them very, very much. I really wanted to learn more about the country and educate myself a little bit more to see if that is the thing that I wanted to do with my life. So I signed up for a program that was 2 weeks. I had to write a little message about why I wanted to go to Japan, which turned into a little bit more of an essay, and I think it was a pretty dang good essay. My parents were willing to let me go because I was with a big group of people, and it was just a safe way to go. My Japanese teacher was like, I'll tell you at the end of class if you got it or not. I didn't want to tell anybody until the end of class. She looked like something was wrong, and my heart I just knew that I didn't get in. The reasoning for this was because I had a peanut allergy. The person that ran the program was from a different school, and he didn't allow me and a girl with diabetes to go. The fact that I couldn't go because of this issue kind of crushed my dreams a little bit about going to Japan. I was just a little shocked. We did ask this question about whether or not it was possible to go if you had an allergy or a disability or something. And they said, oh yeah, that's not going to account for any decisions that we make. That has nothing to do with any decisions that we're going to make at the meeting. It's totally okay, you should apply. So I wish that you would have said no, and you shouldn't apply, instead of giving us the reason that because I have a peanut allergy, I can't go, after I went through all of the process. So I think that's what kind of pissed me off a little bit. My Japanese teacher took control of a program at our high school that related to an exchange student program overseas in Japan. So I did the interview, and surprisingly enough, the person that rejected me before was also conducting the interview. I just wanted to show this guy that I was mature and I had the drive to live in another country and the patience to live in another country. And luckily I got the letter saying that I was able to go to Japan, and I was selected as a student to go overseas. I asked my parents if I could go for 4 months, and 4 months is really a long time to go to Japan. And I realize now that I'm older that my mom was just nervous about me going to a totally different country that she didn't know anything about. I think my parents sometimes think this is like a third world country. I don't think my parents really realize what Japan really was like, and they were nervous for me to go get on a plane, a 14-hour trip to Japan as a young girl. When I told my mom that I wanted to go, she freaked out. But the thing that I did to convince my parents that I was mature enough and ready to go to a different country was by writing this long letter about what I wanted to do with it. It wasn't just me going to Japan as a vacation. It was something that I wanted to do to see if I wanted to pursue being a Japanese teacher in college. So I wrote that in my letter. I sent it to my dad because when I have a problem, my dad is always like the mediator between our family. So I wrote my dad a long letter and he read it and he wrote me a kind letter, you know, saying that I understand what you want to do. I'll talk to your mother, we'll discuss it, and then we'll decide. So they discussed it and talked about it and talked about it. And finally they were able to give me an answer, and that was to let me go to Japan. And I was so excited. But the thing was, it was an expensive program and I had savings since I was a child. All of it was gone because of that. Birthdays and Christmas. If I didn't have any of that, I don't think my parents would let me go. If you're struggling to convince your parents to go, they might have a very good reason why they will not let you go. One, it's because you are young and they are worried about you. I'm actually very surprised my parents let me go because I think if I were a mother, I would be very nervous too and I would contemplate it. Number two, it could be a money issue. Don't get upset if you can't go because your parents don't have the funds to take you to another country. I think you need to have a really good reason to go, and I think that you need to think about the money that you're putting into this trip in high school. So your parents may not have the funds for it, and that's understandable. And if that's the case, then if you really, really want to go and you're serious about it, the best thing to do is just to start saving, to work hard, to take extra jobs if you have to. If this is what you really want to do, just save up your money for Christmas, from birthdays, everything, and then eventually you can go. And there are college programs that are quite affordable. So I'm pretty lucky. My parents really want me to do what I want to do with my life, and they want me to succeed. It's not that other parents don't want their kids to succeed, it just depends on the situation, their finances, everything. So we had the funds to go. I had the funds to go. I used my savings and my parents really thought about it. All I really had to do was show them that I was mature enough to go and that I was serious to go. Now I'm here and I'm doing what I love and I'm in Japan, I'm teaching English, and this is what my passion is. So I know it's not a crazy story or anything, like it's not like I ran away from home because I was upset and then I ran away to Japan. I just talked to my parents about it and I showed them that I was serious about it. What my parents think about me in Japan today. They miss me terribly, and there's not a day that goes by where my mom probably walks past my room and cries her eyes out. And it's very hard to be away from family because I'm missing things. I'm missing my cousin growing up, I'm missing, you know, birthday parties, Christmases. I haven't gone home in 2 years. Mostly because it's extremely expensive and I've been moving around Japan a lot. I lived in Aomori, now I live in Nagoya, and I'm actually thinking of moving to Tokyo soon. I'm trying to juggle it all and it's been very tough to go home. Hopefully next year. Sorry, Mom. So that being said, my parents are very proud of me and I have no doubt in my mind that they are always thinking of me. If you are interested in my mother and what she thinks about me being in Japan, she has a very professional and lovely vlog, and I'm going to link her blog down below. It's called Life After Mom, and it's about her kids moving on and what she's doing now with her life. She's a writer and that's what she studied in college. She wanted to be a journalist, and she's doing proofreading right now, so she's really good at writing, and yeah, her blog is very good. So if you are interested in Strawberry Mama, I'm going to link the blog down below, and in order to subscribe to her blog, I actually didn't know that you could subscribe to blogs, but I think a lot of people don't know that you can subscribe to blogs, but you can. So what you need to do is go to her blog, and there is a place in the blog and you can type in your email and just press enter and you have subscribed. A lot of interesting things that she writes about. So if you're interested in supporting my mama, I will link it down below. So anyway, thanks for watching. If you like this video, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe. じゃあまたね!